This is Eric Elijah Walker, the man who took the lives of the woman he claimed to love and her father.
I got home and something was just off, I felt that it was off.
As detectives dug deeper into the case, the motive behind Eric's actions became clear: love and the fear of betrayal.
I don't want to put words in your mouth. Well, tell me why you started time.
Because I was scared.
Scared.
On the morning of the 22nd of November 2022, around 6:46 a.m., deputies with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office responded to urgent 911 calls reporting shots fired on Snead Circle. When deputies arrived at the residential neighborhood, they immediately spotted a suspect who matched the exact description given by the callers. 22-year-old Eric Elijah Walker was standing near the property, completely compliant. He didn't try to run, nor did he resist as deputies placed him in handcuffs and put him into the back of a cruiser. At the scene, deputies located a Springfield 9mm handgun lying on the ground near the end of the driveway. Inside his nearby silver Hyundai Tucson, the engine was cold, but the aftermath inside the residence was catastrophic. Deputies brought Eric straight to the station, where a detective sat him down in an interrogation room. After reading him his Miranda rights, the detective began asking what brought him to Snead Circle that early morning.
How are you? You okay? All right. So I want to talk to you about what happened today, but I also want to make sure that you understand your constitutional warnings. Okay, you have the right to remain silent, not answer any questions. You understand that? You do? Do you mind just saying yes? Because I don't want to interpret your nodding as a no.
Yeah.
You still have handcuffs on here. I want you to sign that, just stating that I read that to you. Here, take a look. You're not going to get crazy or nothing, right?
Nah.
Not going to try to fight me, nothing like that? All right. Here, look. You got it? All right. You can have a seat. Yeah, just go ahead and sign. I'm just going to say that to you. Can you tell me what happened today?
Well, I'll start from,
Sure.
Previously, I've been with my fiance for 7 years.
Okay.
Basically, we had a little disagreement, and I slept in my car a day or two. I told her, we can work it out. I'm gonna come back and spend time with her and stuff like that.
Sure.
I planned a nice dinner. I took her to dinner last night.
Okay.
I spent a lot of money. Spent $180 on dinner last night. And I got home, and something was just off. I felt that it was off. And when she went to sleep, I went through her phone, and I found that she was,
When the detective asked Eric to explain what happened, he traced the conflict back to the previous evening. Eric explained that he and his fiancée, Alyssa, had been together for 7 years and shared a 1-year-old child. He told the detective that after taking her out for an expensive dinner to repair their relationship, he returned home and felt something was wrong. While she slept, he went through her phone and uncovered deleted text messages that convinced him she was unfaithful. The discovery crushed him. As he told the detective, he had been loyal for 7 years and had never once betrayed her trust.
So I confronted her about it. I said, it hurts because I've been loyal for 7 years and I've never cheated, and this hurts. And I got mad. I started punching the TV. I smashed the TV. I went outside. Her peoples were being really like hostile to me. So I let the anger get the best of me. I grabbed my bat, I smashed her car, her windows and stuff like that. That happened. Then I was gonna turn myself in last night, but I felt really sick. So I waited till this morning. I went this morning to the gun club and tried to turn myself in. They said there was nothing in the system. So I went over there. I needed my nausea medicine and stuff. I went over there. I was trying to be nice. They were all outside ganged up, and I was trying to be nice. I said, I'm just here for my medicine, and I'm sorry. It got the best of me last night, and I apologize for all this. And her mom had a bat. She walked up to my car with the bat, and her mom.
The heartbreak quickly turned into raw anger inside the house. Eric confronted Alyssa, voices rose, and his frustration spilled over into violence against objects. Alyssa's family members were alarmed by the escalating tension and decided to step in, but the situation grew even more hostile. Eric ran outside, grabbed a metal baseball bat, and smashed the windows of Alyssa's car, swinging furiously in an attempt to vent the rage boiling inside him. When he realized that things had spiraled out of control, he drove off into the night, discarding both the bat and his phone along the way, wanting to cut himself off completely.
So after that, she was like basically like threatening me with the bat, like, you know, she had it in her hand, like swinging it and stuff, like she was gonna beat me up with the bat. So I tried to get out and try to go get my medicine, and she was like trying to, you know, threaten me and stuff, and oh, da da da. She's a big woman, she's probably your size. You've probably seen her, but I had my gun, and I felt really scared and I felt threatened. And after that, all I remember is like everything going down. I don't know like really exactly, but you know, it was just like I know I started, you know that, and that's really all. Like,
Okay. Who'd you?
The mom, but I guess I didn't, like, you know, I didn't hit her, so I don't know. But,
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna back up a little bit and kind of just clarify some things. All right. So you guys, just so I'm on track, you 7 years together. You found out she was cheating on you.
Yes,
through
sir.
text message.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So you got mad. You punched TV. Did you do something to her car or something?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I took the bat and
To the car?
I took it to the car. Yeah.
Well, what's that bat look like?
It was black and
Is it metal or wood?
it was metal.
Metal bat?
Yeah.
You think black?
No, it wasn't black.
Oh, okay. You're just not sure.
I got rid of it.
Okay, so you got rid of that.
Yeah, last night.
What'd you do with it?
I threw it on the side of the road.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you go to gun club this morning, and then
Tried turning myself
Right.
in. They said
nothing
I
was
tried
there.
turning myself in for just breaking the car, you know, and nothing was there. And I went back to the house to get my medicine. Like I barely made it to gun club.
According to Eric's account, he attempted to do the right thing the following morning. Early on November 22nd, he drove his car to a local sheriff's substation on Gun Club Road to surrender himself for destroying the vehicle and television. However, because no official police report or warrant had been filed in the system yet, officers turned him away.
Drive.
Hyundai Tucson.
Is it that
Silver.
gray or silver car
Yes,
that's
sir.
there?
Yes, sir.
So the silver car, you drove that, okay. So you drive up to the house.
They're all outside.
Who's they all? Like, if you could explain exactly who's outside and where
My
they're at.
ex, her dad.
Now you say your ex. Is that Alyssa?
Yes, Alyssa.
And
Mike.
you guys have a child together?
Yes, sir.
And what's the child's name? Okay. So you get to the house. Alyssa's outside.
All of them. Yes, sir.
Did you text her during this time?
No, sir.
Did you send her any messages like, "Hey, I'm coming by. I need my
No,
meds"?
sir.
Was there any messaging or communication from when you had your disagreement to when you showed up this morning?
No, sir.
Okay. And where is your phone? Is it in your car?
No, I got rid of it. I don't know where it was.
What'd you do? Throw it out the window, or
Yeah.
How do you get rid of it? What do you mean?
I threw it out the window.
Okay.
Cause I wanted to go home and sleep before I turned myself in. I didn't want the police to.
Where did you go though? So where did you go and stay when you left last night?
Just in my car somewhere.
Oh, just in your car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Okay, and then you come there this morning.
I went to gun club.
Or gun club, and then
turn myself in.
Right, and then know the incident at the house might be difficult for you to recall. Okay, I know it's a lot of emotion. I mean, discharging a firearm is pretty jarring and pretty. I mean, is this your first time for shooting at somebody or anything?
Yes.
Okay.
First time.
Do you have any military experience in your background?
No, sir.
Eric claimed he then drove back to the Snead Circle residence to collect his nausea medication and apologize for his actions the night before. But when he pulled into the driveway, he found family members gathered outside.
What happens first when you pull into the yard there?
I pulled up, and then what I did is first thing that came out of when her mom came running up to my car with the bat. You need to leave. You need to leave. Like swinging the bat. And I was like, look, Renee, you know.
It's Renee. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said, look, Renee, you know, like I'm very sorry for what I did. You know, it hurt really bad. You know, what your daughter did to me, and she was just like, oh, why'd you do? Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? I just need my, I apologized and I said, I just need my nauseous medicine. I feel like crap, you know. And she just wouldn't let me do anything. Then I got out the car to, you know.
And she holding this bat?
She had the bat in her hand. She kept saying, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. And I said, I just tried to turn myself in. I said, can you guys just call the police? And you know, she just wasn't.
Stay with us for more cases like this one, and make sure you're subscribed. Now, let's get back to the story. Eric told the detective that Alyssa's mother, Renee, approached his car carrying a bat and threatening him. He said he felt frightened. He reached down to the floorboard of his car, grabbed his 9mm handgun, and stepped out of the vehicle.
Did you get out of the car?
Yeah, I got out the car, and she was like, you know, pressuring me with the bat, so I grabbed my firearm, and you know.
Where do you keep your firearm?
On the floorboard.
What caliber?
9mm.
Okay.
He admitted that he began firing his weapon toward the front doorway where the family was standing. But as the detective questioned him further, his self-defense claim began to fall apart. Was this a man protecting himself from an armed threat? Or a man about to walk into a house and keep pulling the trigger long after any threat was gone?
I was just shooting towards the door, really, because...
Towards the door?
Yeah.
What was at the door?
Renee, well, all of them went inside first. Jean and all of them went inside, and then Renee was like threatening me, and then she walked off, and that's when I started.
Okay, so, and maybe I'm not understanding. So you're in the car, you get out, they start going back in once you get out to the house?
Not Renee.
Okay, so Renee stays out, but everybody else is inside?
Yeah.
Okay. And you start at that time?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to put words in your mouth. Well, tell me why you start
Because I was scared.
Scared?
Yes.
Or, nobody else had any weapons, nothing like, nobody had a gun, nobody had knives, nothing like that. And then you go inside and inside. That's what I'm trying to ask you. What was the reason for going?
I mean, I really don't know. I guess I blacked out and I just kept gun. Like that's I really can't tell you. You know, like I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to hurt anybody. I didn't want to do any of that. Okay. You know, I don't know.
As the detective carefully walked back through the timeline, the contradictions in Eric's story became obvious. When pressed about the timeline outside the house, Eric admitted that no one in the family was armed with a firearm or knife. He conceded that Renee had not actually swung the bat at him. Furthermore, he acknowledged that as soon as he pulled out his gun, the family members turned and retreated into the house for safety. Instead of leaving or driving away, Eric took steps that proved fatal. He admitted that after firing initial rounds at the front entrance, he followed the family inside the house and continued pulling the trigger. Eric claimed he blacked out and couldn't remember the exact details, stating he never intended to hurt anyone. He explained that after emptying his weapon, he walked out to the end of the driveway, set the 9mm handgun on the ground, and waited for law enforcement to arrive. It was at this point in the interview that the detective delivered the brutal reality of what had actually transpired inside the home.
You hurt some people today, man. You today, and you hurt 2 others. Okay. Michael's deceased, and Alyssa's deceased. And I know you had the last night issue with Dad. That's a fight. And I know you had this issue with the texting with Alyssa. But as far as today, you've only said that it was Renee had a little bat and she never swung it at you, nothing like that. So you do understand why you're going to be charged with 2 counts first-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted murder. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You understand that?
It's all good.
Understand that?
Take my consequences.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to add to this statement today? And everything you said is the truth? So you got it?
It's really.
Just put your hands behind your back.
You try not to put them so tight.
Yeah, I will. I'll make sure they're double locked too. Just put them like your palms. What's more comfortable? That's comfortable for you?
I mean, that's what they told me to do.
Okay.
Really.
This injury here on your arm, was that from today or? Okay. Right here.
Yeah, no, that's from that too. You could take a picture.
Yeah, let me get that too. That was from last night?
Yeah.
And was it on the car?
Yeah.
And you were in the car? Okay. All right. Yeah, just put your palms together just for a little bit more comfortable for you.
The detective informed Eric that his gunfire had killed 2 people, his fiancée Alyssa and her father Michael. 2 other family members inside suffered severe gunshot wounds. Fortunately, the couple's 1-year-old child, who was also inside the residence during the attack, was unharmed physically. When the detective tallied the physical evidence, the narrative of an accidental blackout or self-defense was completely dispelled. Eric had systematically opened fire on defenseless individuals who were retreating from him. Faced with the facts, Eric acknowledged the detective's statements and accepted that he would face full legal accountability for his actions. When the case reached the Palm Beach County Courthouse, the shock of the crime gave way to a heavy grief that filled the proceedings. Eric Walker entered his hearings looking very different from the young man who had erupted in rage months earlier. Standing before the judge, prosecutors, and the surviving family members, he faced the full reality of what he had done. Prosecutors laid out the events in detail, using his own confession to dismantle any claim of self-defense. The fact that he had pursued fleeing family members into their home and continued firing became the centerpiece of the state's case. The most painful moments came during the victim impact statements. Renee, Alyssa's mother, spoke through tears about losing both her husband Michael and her daughter Alyssa in a matter of seconds. She described how their home on Snead Circle, once filled with laughter, had been permanently scarred. Other relatives pointed out the cruel irony that Eric had claimed to love Alyssa, yet left her 1-year-old child to grow up without a mother or grandfather, relying only on a grieving grandmother. Throughout the testimony, Eric kept his eyes down, offering no resistance and no excuses. His defense team tried to emphasize his youth and emotional distress, but the court was unmoved. The judge made clear that a relationship dispute could never justify such violence, and that the law must protect innocent lives from unchecked rage. Eric Elijah Walker was formally charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder with a firearm and 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder. In November 2025, he was convicted on all counts and sentenced to 4 consecutive life sentences in prison without the possibility of parole. Love can be the very thing that heals you, and the very thing that clouds your judgment. One impulsive decision made in the name of love can cause harm to everyone involved, bring that love to a tragic end, and leave a lasting mark on the rest of your life. Every like and subscribe helps us bring more of these stories to the people who need to hear them. Stay with us. There's plenty more to come on Exposed Case.